What's my time put in? Oh my god. We watched them already, right?
Unfortunately, I got shown every day from the people that work downstairs. So I got played, every day.
Okay, got you, got you.
It sucks, but.
I wasn't trying to correct you, I was just trying.
Above the county sheriff. And of course, no internet is. So I did a test on, I'm sure it's on it, something like that. We only have 20 megabits up and down, same thing. Like,
We
I
got
only
like-
got 300, 400, you know what I mean? And we're in here, I've got 20. I mean,
Hey.
I got put a freeze down.
We want to take a moment to talk to you.
Hey, phones should not be out at all. Boy, yeah, we start having to crack down on that. You gotta go to rules now. Don't have that. Got it. Screens down, eyes up, videos up. Good?
One person to the staff.
Yeah.
Remember, see something, say something. Safety is a responsibility that we all share. In order to be good at something, we have to practice. So we've invited some friends with us today to help us practice our safety drills that we call ALICE.
It's great to have you officers here today to help teach our students about the ALICE program.
What's all that noise? You said you wanted to talk about ALICE, right? Well, the first letter of ALICE is A, which stands for alert. So I thought, what better way to alert everybody than by playing my trumpet?
The A in ALICE stands for alert. This is the first indication when something's wrong, something's not right. This is the time when we need to tell the teacher, tell the principal, tell maybe custodians or the lunch lady, and have them call 911 to get the information to the authorities so that we can respond. This is critical timing here for you to get that information out so that we can make this place safe.
The element, placing all the chairs in front of the door, protecting the classroom from anything on the outside. Just like you protecting quarterback in the bench, that.
The L in ALICE stands for lockdown. That pretty much means staying locked in the classroom, sheltering in place until you're notified that it's safe to come out. Some of the ways you can do that is by barricading the door, covering the windows that lead outside. If you have to, take some of these tables and barricade it up against the door. Maybe a bookcase, put that bookcase up. Even if, I guess, if you had to even use the desk, move that over in front of that door to make sure that that's keeping you safe inside your classroom for the time being until you're notified to come out.
Safety, safety, right this way.
Whoa, whoa, what are you doing?
The I and Alice is not formed. I want to inform people of any updates in emergency, so I'm getting the word out.
The I in Alice stands for informed. This is where you want to continually keep others informed of where the danger is going on. That may be a teacher or principal calling 911 again, giving them more information because a lot of these events change from the initial alert to when we get to the I. So they really want to keep the officers informed who are coming so that they can provide safety and make sure that you guys are good to go.
What's going on?
We're about to practice our counter techniques.
What do you think?
Give it a try.
The C in Alice stands for counter. So we're countering the intruders by throwing a dodgeball on them.
The C in Alice stands for counter. This is not meaning we're going to attack somebody, but we are going to fight back if we're presented with that threat. We talked about an L, we talked about barricading the door, locking down things. If you get to a situation where we need to fight back, by all means, go ahead and do that. Some of the things that you could use are some things that are in classrooms. Maybe a laptop computer, maybe a stapler, maybe even a trash can, throwing, distracting that bad guy to get yourself to a safer location.
Finally, we've come to the letter E, which everyone knows stands for evacuate. If an intruder does get into the building, but we can get out safely, you should.
Let us show you how. Hey guys, I think it's safe for us to evacuate. Let's go.
The E and L stands for evacuate. It's a fancy word for leaving. Get out. Don't stay in this area where the threat is occurring. However you get there, we really don't care. Look for your teacher, look for your principal to guide you in that escape. Be creative. If you need to jump out of the window, jump out of the window. If you need to go opposite of where the threat is, by listening to your teacher, they can guide you. Do that. We just want you out of where the danger is, which is in the building. All right, let's review what we've talked about. A is for alert. L is for lockdown. I is for inform. C is for counter, and E is for evacuate. Evacuate's that fancy word for leaving, getting out of it. If the threat is inside the building, you can jump right to that. You don't have to go through the A, L, C. Getting to safety is the most important thing that we need to learn about. Great thing about Alice is it gives you tools to make decisions on your own, or with the assistance of your teacher or principal, or maybe even one of the custodians. They can guide you on making decisions that you make yourself safe and get out of the building if you want.
We learned some very important information today about how to stay safe and how to respond if an intruder was to enter into our schools. It was great to have our own coach students help spread that important message to everyone. Our goal is to create the safest learning environment possible for our students and staff. We do this by working together with the Westchester Police Department, the Butler County Sheriff's Department, and the students and staff of the Lakota School District. We want to thank everyone for making this possible.
All right, so that's one of the two. The second one is actually something you probably want to watch. It has to do with smart, smart passes that we're going to be putting in. Kind of show you like a little bit about what it's about. From what I understand, I haven't used it yet either, but they're going to end up giving each teacher in each room its own like computer that's used for the thing for the passes. So we'll just see how it plays out. This is only about 5.5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Vince from SmartPass. And today, we're going to take a look at how you're going to create digital hall passes for any time you need to leave your classroom. Now, before we jump in, it is really important to remember that you'll want to follow all of your class and school rules and procedures for how to ask for a pass and how to behave in the hallways. But let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at how to use SmartPass. You'll want to begin by logging into SmartPass. You can do that by heading to app.smartpass.app, or if your school uses Clever or ClassLink, you can log in via one of those. All you need to do is type in your email address and your password and sign in. Once you sign in, it will bring you over to your student homepage. Here we can see a variety of things, such as upcoming passes. We can see here that this student, Ian, has a pass to go see Miss Roberts on Wednesday, and we have some upcoming flex activities as well. On the right, we can see pass requests, which we'll talk about in a moment. And then across the top, in the top right corner, are our create and schedule pass buttons. Let's begin by taking a look at how to create a pass. So let's say you're sitting in your class and you need to get a drink of water. Now, what you want to do is always follow your class and school procedures on how to ask for a pass. So for most of you, that's going to be by raising your hand and asking for permission. Once your teacher has said it is okay, you'll head to SmartPass and click on Create Pass. If your school has it set up, your classroom will already be filled in. If not, you can fill that in. Select where you're going. In this case, we asked for a drink of water, and you're able to adjust your time. You can only adjust down. You can never give yourself more time than what your school has permitted for that particular task. Once you click Start, you'll notice that your device goes full screen with this pass, and the timer begins. Now, before you leave the room, you will want to make sure you show your teacher your active running pass. So best practice is actually set this up at the front of the room before you walk out and wait for your teacher to give you that thumbs up, that head nod, that okay, that you're allowed to leave. So you always want to make sure you show your teacher your pass. You'll leave your device at the front of the room, and in this case, go get a drink of water. After you quietly return to the room after getting your drink of water, you go to your device, most likely sitting at the front of the room, and as you pick it up, simply hit End Pass, return to your seat quietly, and you've completed your digital pass for your water fountain trip. Now, let's say you need to schedule a pass for some time in the future. That's what this Schedule Pass button is for. So let's say you were absent and you missed a test. Maybe we have a study hall on Thursday. So I can select Thursday. I can adjust my time if necessary. And I can say, I'm going to be leaving from lunch to go make up a test for Miss Roberts. So I'm able to come through, or maybe we'll say Mr. Scott. And we can come through and we can make a note of what we need to go see this teacher for, and we can send that pass request off. We can see that all drops onto our calendar here as well, so that you can keep yourself organized as to what's going on. Now, Mr. Scott has to respond, and who will let you know whether or not that pass is a good time for him. That pass would show up here on your home screen when you're all good. You'll also get some email notifications of these passes as well. On the right-hand side, we can see pass requests. So we can see here, actually, the principal sent us a pass request just 7 minutes ago that he wants to see us at 2:45 today. By clicking on this pass, we can say, yes, I'm free, or no, I'm leaving early for today, whatever it may be. In this case, let's say accept. And we're going to say we're going to be coming from an auditorium study hall, and we pop it right in. So this pass would start at 2:45. You'll just want to make sure that you show your teacher this pass before you leave your room. Now, there may be some instances in your school where you have some classes or some spaces set up with what's called a kiosk. You may see these kiosks set up in places like your cafeteria or the gym, or maybe even some classrooms. But by and large, it's used exactly the same way. You're going to be sitting in class, and if you need to leave the room, you would raise your hand and ask for permission the same way that you would if you're using your actual device. This kiosk is just a shared device at the front of the room instead. So after you've secured permission by asking for a pass, you walk to the front of the room and punch in your name and select where you're going. Maybe it's the bathroom this time. And you're able to adjust that time, start that pass, and quietly leave the classroom and complete your pass. When you quietly return to the room, all you have to do is walk back to that kiosk and end your pass, and you'd be good to go. Now, it's really important that you always follow your class and school procedures on how to ask for a pass and how to show your teacher your Smart Pass as well. If you have any questions about those procedures or how to use Smart Pass, make sure you ask your teachers or your principals, and I'm sure they'd be glad to help. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Okay, now you guys can go ahead and talk about that. Thanks very much.
Finally, bro. Yo, bro, you should join me. I'm on live.
So what?
Streaming, bro. You should join me.
You streaming right now?
You should join me, bro. Send you the link, bro.
So what?
I can send you the link.
You stream on Twitch?
Nah, bro. I stream on YouTube. I don't got a Twitch account.
You have anybody watching you right now?
Fuck no.
Why you say it like?
Because I probably don't. Let me check.
I'm gonna try. Honestly, I'm trying not to attend college. So like,
I can sing on that.
I'm just gonna start applying really. I mean, well, I know schools that I want to.
Yeah, I'm the only one in my life.
No, that's okay. Trust. You're gonna get 100 views.
But then like,
I'm gonna get 200 trust.
okay. So,
You have to choose which one you're going to see.
I'm on a island.
second microphone. Okay. This one I got the first time I took it. Like, not this class. This one I got when I took it in class. This one I got.
Which one do you feel like picks answers based on like actually you?
Probably this one.
That's no dress. That's no dress.
Also, this is like. No, you're good. What if I am a children?
Let me stop this. This is crazy. I want to experiment. Look, no, I got no, I still don't win. I still don't win. I told you I had two of them. I said one. The girl right now.
Yeah, can you read that?
Okay.
Let me see what question you got. I know.
Okay, some of those are right. Some of those are right.
That's what I'm saying. I thought
Okay. Read the other one.
What? You download
Wait,
it?
no.
What do you mean? How do you just download it from the you have to click administrator thing. Bro, aren't you guys? I'm not administrator, I just downloaded a file. Oh, bro.
Yeah, no, this one. It's like the new.
Whoa, what's the spell in there?
Okay, it might be this way. It's this way. It's this one. Some of these are not right. You're mixing this one with this one.
Oh my gosh.
We have to mix this.
Oh, that's diamonds.
You're like, most of you are mixed together.
Like,
Yo, bro.
oh my God,
That's interesting.
yes, yeah.
Just found diamonds, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Over here.
You need me to-
Better than falling down.
okay, this one.
You play Minecraft at home too?
Fuck no. You paid us?
That's for like one thing. So which one is out of? You can go on, but I need to put down one so I can figure out what type of person I am.
Oh yeah. Write it down.
Like they're all different personalities.
I know, but I'm not like, why do you put,
So whichever.
I feel like you just want to go up here. No, you need to get jealous.
This one's not. This one's not really true. That's what I'm talking about. And this one is true. I think it's just. Wait, no. Wait. It's
No,
actually.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, but sensitive could be more than one thing. I feel like you're not sensitive, but like, for example, my mom, she says stuff without being sensitive or somebody's feeling each out. She didn't realize how like hurtful it come down. That makes you insensitive.
I need torches.
You know, you don't really.
So guys, we're gonna kick in class.
No, that's why I need to take time to myself. Like, you know what? Let me come back. This conversation. You guys. Oh, I finished everything but not. You know what?
I appreciate it very much. Stop the point. Go ahead.